Life before my budget was really stressful. We were both anxious all the time about our money, with fluctuating incomes, heaps of expenses, but wanting to be able to live. We were just constantly stressed. Before my budget, a bill would come in and
it'd sit on the bench for a week at
Yeah.
least before opening it.
it was dramatic. It was like the end of the world. And it probably sounds silly to someone that hasn't been there, but it really was. Every bill was horrible. I would cry.
From the very first meeting, we were just put at ease and we felt instant relief.
Yeah. We were so well taken care of. The gentleman that we sat with to look over our budget and assess our situation, there was no judgment. There was just complete understanding about how we got to where we were, how we could fix the situation. And he was just so gentle, so kind, and that made all the difference. Life's completely different. We have the freedom to spend our money the way we choose, knowing that all our bills, all our expenses, savings are taken care of for us. Someone's looking after our money so that we can live the lifestyle that we want to, that we have always wanted to. The biggest thing for us was we never had savings. You know, we might have had $10 or $20. Now, you know, we've got thousands of dollars for Christmas and birthdays and holidays.
One of our fears was that going into my budget, we wouldn't have control of our finances, but after we went there and even the initial consult, we knew that it would be okay. And after a while, we realised that we actually did have control of our finances.
We probably have more control of our finances now than we did before. Even though someone else is looking after our finances, we've got so much more control over where our money is going and how we can spend it. Obviously, we knew something like a service like MyBudget would have fees associated with it. And at first, I guess the big question was, do we really want to be paying someone to look after our money? You know, it's really just money that we're losing. But then we realised we were being charged so much by the bank with overdrawn fees and those sorts of things that really we weren't losing anything more. And
we're actually gaining more money by paying MyBudget to look after us.
Yeah. Everyone we've spoken to on the phone when we've called to pay bills or update incomes, whatever.
Felt very cared for.
Yeah.
And looked after.
Almost
never
like...
did we feel neglected or dismissed. Yeah, we were very... it just felt loved.
Yeah. Feels like a family. Having access to the MyBudget website is probably one of the biggest key points in feeling that we're still in control of our finances. To not only be able to go in and see where our money is, but to have choices over where we can move that money around, how we can play with it, move money into savings, take money out, and to be able to see the long-term setup of that everything has been planned out for us. And when we make changes, to be able to hit refresh instantly and know that things are still working.
If someone was in the same position as us, I would say don't be afraid. Don't put your ego ahead of yourself, and you know, my budget's only there to help, and they helped us immensely. Like, yeah, can't stress enough how relaxed we are after going. So
I ignored the possibility of outside help for a really long time because I was too stubborn to admit that we couldn't do this ourselves, and I wish we'd done this 10 years ago.